Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Jenny and I'm a Nigerian living in Brooks, Abata. Today's video is about the current happening in Canada right now concerning some Nigerian African stores. So a lot of Nigerians in Canada are really complaining bitterly that some Nigerians that sell Nigerian food stuff or have like African stores that their goods are very expensive. Like they're selling three times the price of you know what they're supposed to sell. And people are complaining that they are just patronizing them because they are their brothers and their sisters, that they're not supposed to be hiking their prices and all of that. Like for example, if you go to like Filipino shops and Asian stores that sells African, they mix it with their Asian foods and some African food. So if you go there, their prices are always cheap, and it's the same food stuff, the same thing that when you go to some African stores like Nigerian owned, the price will be super expensive. You'll be asking yourself, is it not the same thing that they are selling? Is it not the same eguisi like melon? Is it not the same ogbono that they are selling there? Is that something different? Is it not the same like brown beans, honey beans, oil, like red oil? Why is this particular stores their goods super expensive? Now, as I've heard all those stuffs, and if I'm looking down, I'm looking at my laptop because I jotted a lot of things, concerning this issue. Nigerian or African groceries in Canada can be expensive due to the cost of transportation and other, associated costs like tariff and taxes. Tax is very high. You know, they are not just bringing these goods with buses or with I don't know, with they're not bringing it with their cars. They have to go through either they go through shipping like through air cargo or land cargo. So why some are saying that is because of inflation that is causing customers to buy things very expensive. So if they buy it expensive, they are expected to make their profit. So it will not make them to start selling those goods expensive too. And also exchange rates. $1 Nigerian $1 Canadian to Nigerian money is $1 Canadian to Nigerian naira is I think 1,250 something as of today. And when you look at it, you will see that when they go to Nigeria to buy things are way expensive right now in Nigeria. You can't really be blaming them so much, but even though people are blaming them, with all these things that I've mentioned now, people are saying that even before exchange rates was not high like this, they are still selling their things expensive. I know that normal in business, there's some people that like to sell their goods very expensive. They will tell you that if you don't want to buy, that you should go to where they're selling it cheaper to get whatever you want. But here the case is different because in some um in some cities it might only be just one African store that is around that city, not like the popular cities, like where I'm staying here, where we are staying, we don't even have any Nigerian selling, like any Nigerian that has um African grocery shop. Is only Filipinos and Asians and some few. We have like two Nigerians that sell like eguisi sometimes, and ogbono. So it's not always. I think it's whenever they get it, and they don't have store. I mean, a proper store where you can walk in and buy things whenever you like. But we don't have it here in Brooks. What we have is Filipino shops, that sell those things, and some Asian stores. Then what really got my attention was that there are some things you will see here in Filipino shops. They are very, very affordable. Let me use that word. Then when you go to Kagre to buy them, Kagre is the nearest city to us, a bigger city. So whenever we look for something and they don't have it in Filipino shop, or anytime we go to Kagre, we like to buy a lot because they have more there in some African shops. You will see that the prices are very, very higher than what they are selling it here in Brooks in some Filipino and Asian stores. So I begin to wonder, really, this complaint people are complaining is really true. So what I did was, I went to one of the Filipino shop here and I asked the lady, where do you guys buy your, like, your red oil, your egusi, and all of those things from? They said they some Nigerians bring it from Kagre for them. So imagine, Nigerians will still bring, they will still get those things from Kagre, and when they come to Brooks, they will still sell it a proper price, like affordable price. Then the same Nigerians that are giving them those goods to sell from Calgary will now make their own more expensive. It doesn't make sense. Like, I was like, it doesn't make sense at all. That was what really like made me to do this video, because I've been wanting to make this video even since last year. But I said, okay, whenever I have the time to ask them questions, because sometimes you go to those Filipino shop, they'll be very, very busy. So we don't even have that time to start asking them questions. So what I did was, I was lucky recently that I went there. There was not a lot of people because that day it was snowing so bad. So we are coming back from work, then we'll have to stop there. So when we stop to buy something there, there was no much people, no much customers there. So I have to use the opportunity to ask them where they get their goods from, blah blah blah. And when they explained to me, I was like, inside me, I was like, wow, why is my own people selling their own more expensive? The only thing I forgot to do was that I would have like snap the picture of like maybe egusi melon or ogbono or red oil that they are selling here in Brooks. And then whenever we go to Calgary, I'll just take a picture of their own price and do the and compare the two, whether, so that you guys will know what I'm talking about. But just that we don't normally go to Calgary often. Before, we used to go to Calgary often if my husband has work there. But since for the past like um 2 months now, we've not been going to Calgary. Yeah, or 2 to 3 months now, we've not been going to Calgary. If not, if it was that time that we used to go to Calgary, like every week we do go to Calgary, I would have walked into some African shops in Calgary, maybe 2 or 3 shops, and I will show you guys what I mean. Then when I come back to Brooks, I will video the same thing and show you guys. But I'll definitely do it one day. It might not be now, but anytime my my 2 leg get to Calgary, I'll surely do it. So I just came here to talk about it, and also like um advise my Nigerian people that own stores, grocery stores that sells like African stores. I said stores, sorry. That sells like African food stuff, to stop hiking their prices. It's not good. Like, you go sometimes if you go to Nigeria, some people complain that they will go to Nigeria, they will buy something cheap, and then when they come here, the price will be times four. But that one does not count, because people bringing goods from Nigeria to here, they are paying for taxes, the tariff, the transportation, and the logistic and everything. When you calculate it, it will still, you know, n- it will still make the goods to be a little bit higher, but not you making it like 4 to 5 times higher. That's outrageous and it's not good. It will it now, a lot of Nigerians are saying that they will be going to like Filipino and Asian stores to buy their food stuff, which I don't blame them because if people start behaving like this, you know, we don't pick money. You work for it. When you look at how many hours you work to get certain amount of money, you wouldn't want to throw it away. And remember that these are brothers and sisters that sells African foodstuff here. um People are patronizing them because a lot of people want to be eating that same food they're eating in Nigeria, even though sometimes you will try something different. But some of us, our Nigerian food has mastered us, and is what we eat like every day. Maybe one or two times you just go and eat like all those oyibo food, but we like our food. We like to have our egusi, our wono, our red oil, crayfish, all those rishi that we do get from Nigeria. If you go to any Nigerian person here kitchen, you must surely see those things. And it's something that when you want to cook it, you buy. You don't buy it so much because it's way expensive. Like in Nigeria, you can even go to the market, you buy one penta of egusi, ogbono, crayfish, but you can't buy one penta here because they normally put it in a small sachet. How many will you buy? And when you calculate the money, you will see that the money is too much. So I'm just like telling our brothers and sisters to stop hacking, like making um their goods to be way expensive. I know that right now in Nigeria things are very very expensive, but they have been doing this before even things became expensive, and now it's too much. You see why it's not good to make your goods like you make the prices of your goods to be so high. Right now in Nigeria, things are very expensive. So now, if they add more money, now they have added something they're supposed to be adding now. Imagine now, because they added more. That was why people are complaining bitterly. Had it been they are selling the normal thing they're supposed to say, add your gain, add your all the things you spent on bringing the thing, add little money, not too much, not too much gain. If there is issue like this where there is inflection and things are getting expensive, then when you add money, people will know that, yeah, you're adding a reasonable amount of money, not that you make the price times three or times four. Check it out, my brothers, my sister. Wait till they do good. Good now. May they think Okay. So that's what I said. Let me come and talk about here because I've been longing to talk about it, but I've not gotten the chance to. So today I decided to do it, and I'm doing this video in a rush. This is almost 11 p.m. at night. You won't believe me. So yeah, I said if I don't do it now, I don't know when I will have the time to sit down and do the video. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I'm still begging you guys, my brothers and sisters, stop hiking the prices of your goods, okay? Make sense now. Yeah. So guys, what do you have to say about this? What I just narrated to you guys now, have you witnessed it? Are you in Canada? Yeah, just tell me on the comment section, and I'll see you on my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye bye.